So to help us learn more about sharks, I'm going to read two books to you about sharks, and one is specifically about hammerhead sharks. Both of these books are true books. So that means that they are nonfiction. Nonfiction means true. It'll be a book that has facts in it, and fiction means not true. So like the book Smiley Shark is fiction. It's not true. He's not a real fish. It's just a really fun story. Okay, so we're going to read these two nonfiction stories. The first one is called Sharks. Hello, sharks. And look, here's a hammerhead. Sharks are big fish. They live in the oceans. Sharks have sharp, pointy teeth. They have strong jaws. Sharks have fins and a tail. A shark's skin is rough. It feels like sandpaper. Most sharks eat meat. They eat fish and other ocean animals. Look, here's a stingray. A baby shark is called a pup. A pup usually grows up by itself. Sharks swim through the ocean. They look for food. Goodbye, sharks. Okay, so we learned a couple of cool facts about sharks. And now we're going to look at this book called Hammerhead Shark and see if we learn some more facts about this kind of shark. Or maybe there's something similar that we learned in this book that we learned in this one as well. Okay, here we go. Hammerhead sharks. Let's look at the hammerhead shark. There are 9 types of hammerhead shark. Can you guess what they all have in common? The odd-looking shape of their head, of course. The hammerhead shark has a wide, flat head. It looks a little bit like a hammer with eyes. Why do you think it's shaped this way? This wide head helps the shark to see better. It also helps it to hunt. The head has many sensors that sense the location of the fish. And if you guys look, here's the head, the eye, and the sensors. They're something that you can't see. It's just kind of on the skin, but it helps the shark find food and feel where it's going, things like that. The shark's head has big eyes, but no nose. So how does the hammerhead breathe? It uses its gills. There's a picture of gills. Gills are slits in the shark's skin. Water passes through the gills as the shark swims. If the shark stops swimming, it won't be able to breathe. Luckily, its fin and tail make swimming easy. And look, here's one of the fins sticking up. Remember, that one's the one on top called the dorsal fin. The hammerhead shark has fins on its back, sides, and underneath. These 7 fins help the shark to steer. Its big tail helps it to move fast through the water. It can swim about as fast as a greyhound dog can run. Do you know what else helps the hammerhead shark to swim fast? It has a soft skeleton that can twist and bend. Okay, and here, look, it's pointing out all the different little fins. We mostly have learned about the dorsal fin and the pectoral fins, and then of course the tail fin. Is your skeleton soft? No, it is hard and bony. The hammerhead shark's skeleton is lighter and more bendable than bone. This helps the shark to float in the water. The hammerhead shark's teeth are not made of bone either, but they are still very dangerous. Here's a picture of the teeth. The hammerhead has many rows of very sharp teeth. The triangle-shaped teeth mean the shark can saw through its prey in no time. What shape are your teeth? Do we have triangle teeth? No, that would be pretty weird. When the hammerhead shark loses a tooth, a new one grows in right away. That way, the teeth never get dull. Dull means not sharp. Who do you think has more teeth? The hammerhead or you? let's look at what we have learned about hammerhead sharks. The hammerhead shark has a wide flat head, gills to help it breathe, fins and a tail for swimming, and cartilage instead of bones. And also, of course, very sharp teeth. Okay, so we just learned several facts about sharks, and I'm going to ask you some questions and see what you remember. So first of all, what kind of animal is a shark? Is it a reptile, a mammal? It's a fish. It's just a really big, scary fish. And shark skin, I know it looks smooth, but if you touched it, what would it feel like? Is it smooth? It's rough. Remember the book said it feels like sandpaper. Okay, and fish don't breathe through a blowhole like a whale, or they don't breathe through their mouth like we do. They breathe through gills. And do you remember, what is a baby shark called? Baby shark is called a pup. All right, and what is a group of sharks called? If they're all swimming together in a group, what would you call it? It's similar to what we are in, you guys as first graders and almost second graders, schools of sharks. Okay, I hope you learned a lot about sharks.